Hi everyone, welcome to Inner West Libraries. Today we have a great workshop for you in breathing and singing techniques. But before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we're producing this series, the Gadigal and Wangal people of the Eora Nation, and to pay our deepest respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and any First Australians watching with us today. Enjoy!
Hi, my name's Alicia May and I'm a professional session singer, a musician, and I've been a singing teacher for more than a decade. And I'm thrilled to be here today to give you an online workshop all about breathing. So breath is the fuel for our voices, and properly harnessing the power of your breath will give you better vocal stamina, better tone, and better pitch. So if that sounds good, let's get started. Okay, so singing is a process of inhalation, bringing air into our body, and exhalation, bringing air up to meet our vocal cords. When air passes through our vocal cords, they vibrate and produce sound, and that's where we get our singing. So when we breathe in, we use our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is a band of muscle that kind of looks like a parachute, and it sits just underneath the rib cage. So it's all around here. And when we breathe in, the diaphragm moves down. That downwards movement creates a vacuum in the lungs, drawing air in. And when it's time to sing, the diaphragm moves back up gradually to its resting state, pushing that air up to meet our vocal cords. So all of this happens when we're speaking in our day-to-day. So what's the difference between regular day-to-day speaking and a really good singer's breath? Well, in our day-to-day, we often take high, shallow breaths, like this. But singers try and draw air lower and deeper into the lower part of our lungs, about the lower 2/3. So as singers, we need to learn how to access that lower 2/3. So in order to help us do that and help us breathe lower and deeper, let's do our first exercise. We're going to do a rib cage stretch breath. So let's try it out. This is an interactive workshop, so I hope you've got a little bit of space to stretch out. All right, we're going to draw air low and deep by taking the biggest breath we possibly can. All right, here we go. Deep breath. Reaching up nice and tall. Have a little stretch up the side body. Now keep that air in and drop your arms. Do you feel that air stretching you? All right, let's let it out with a long, controlled hiss. Yep, keep going till it's all gone. All right, so let's try it one more time. And I want you to get some body awareness happening. Breathing is a 360-degree experience. It's not just about up and down. We're trying to really open out our rib cage and breathe into this lower part right here. So hopefully when you're breathing in low and deep, you can feel an expansion here in the side of your ribs. You can also feel an expansion in your back because we breathe all around. So let's take our breath in again and see if you can feel that expansion down here. Here we go. Ready? Deepest breath you can. Big stretch. Here we go. All right. How did that feel? Do you feel a bit more open around here? Okay. So we're going to take one more rib cage stretch breath. And now we're going to focus on our exhalation as well. As singers, we need to learn to slow down our breathing and feed our voice a steady, controlled stream of air. So we're going to do that by listening out for our hiss. So have you got yourself a nice, slow, steady stream? Or is your breathing a little bit higgledy-piggledy? Is your diaphragm moving fast and slow and fast and slow? If it is, you'll hear something like this. So we want to try and aim for that first one. Okay, so let's take some tension out of the body. Let's go again. Ready? Deep breath in, low and deep as you can. Feeling that expansion in the lower ribs. Let's let out our hiss. Keep it going. Give it a listen. All right, you should be done. So slowing down your breathing before you go to sing is so essential. It can slow down our nervous system, help us focus, and it also gets us better control over our diaphragm. All right, so we're going to move on to figuring out how to hone our singer's breath, get it just right. And we're going to try a thing called the book breath. All right, so we're going to do a book breath. Now, if you don't have a book, well, you could go to the library, but if you can't right now, that's okay. You can just use your hands. But if not, grab yourself a book and let's lie down on the floor. Okay, so the first thing I want you to consider is good singing feels good. We don't want to be tense, we don't want to force our breath out of our body, and we don't want to activate parts of our body that aren't used for breathing. I see a lot of people activating their shoulders or breathing into their upper chest, but we're not going to do that. So it's quite wonderful. We get to relax first. I want you to just give your body up to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Soften your upper chest. And when you're feeling good, bring your awareness to this book over your tummy. We find our little belly button. We're going to put it down. And we're going to breathe low and deep, causing this book to rise upwards. So when we breathe in, the book goes up. And when we breathe out, the book goes down. Breathing in, the book goes up. And breathing out, the book goes down. So keep reminding yourself what should be moving and what should remain still and relaxed. So as you're going, you keep going, breathing in. Remind yourself, my chest is still. Just the book is moving. Soften your arms, relax your shoulders. Now you can do this for as long as you like to get comfortable and really get your awareness over this area. And when you feel like you've got this book breath, let's get vertical. All right, so we're going to see if we can take our wonderful book breath and do it standing up for our singing. So I encourage you to see if you can find a mirror to do this in front of, or if you don't have a mirror, you can take your phone and put it on selfie mode, get the camera out. But I encourage you to see if you can find a way to see yourself as you do this exercise, because you'll be a great judge of if you're doing it right. Okay, so in order to do that, we're going to turn side on so we can see what we're doing. I want you to get one hand and place it on your upper chest. And like I said before, we don't want to take a high, shallow breath, so we're going to keep this nice and still. We're going to get our other hand and place it over our tummy so that when our diaphragm moves down and our tummy moves out, we can feel it and see it. Okay, so relaxing those shoulders, we don't breathe with them. Give them a little roll and let's give it a shot. Breathing in, the book goes up. And breathing out, back we go. Breathing in again. And breathing out. Now you can see that I'm using my mouth to do this. We don't want to breathe through our nose when we sing. People do that when they meditate or do the yogic breathing, but what we're looking to do is use our mouth. It's quicker and it sounds better on a microphone then. So here we go, using our mouth, hand over the tummy. Here we go. And out. You may also hear that as I breathe out, I'm breathing out with a bit of oomph, like I'm breathing out of a straw. That's us starting to engage our core muscles, which we need to support our vocal cords when we sing. So getting a little bit of energy happening. Okay, hand here, soft chest, soft shoulders, relaxed arms. Here we go. And breathing out. All right, one more time. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to give you a few more little tips for this, which will help you get that singer's breath. I said before, our singer's breath is comfortable, but our singer's breath is also appropriate to the phrase we plan to sing. A lot of singers think that bigger is better. Say you've got a really big note coming up or a high note, and the tendency is to breathe with a lot of force and take in heaps of air as though it's going to help us. But it's not about how much air you've got, it's about how you use it. So try not to take the biggest breath you possibly can, or this chest is going to rise like this. When I do that, my posture goes really dodgy and I get tense. So make sure that your breath is moderate. Fill up about 2/3. Try and send it to down here. And then this upper chest won't rise. All right, so take as long as you want with that. Watch yourself in the mirror or on video. See if you can nail that book breath, standing up. And then it's time to sing. All right, here we go. So we're going to do a warm-up that is a pentatonic scale using the word whoa. So in order to get it just right, I love my baby steps. We're going to do one more. We've got our wonderful singer's breath. Take your time to get it. And then we're just going to release a nice big whoa. Kind of like we're the life of the party and we've entered the room and we're feeling good. So here we go. Hand over the tummy, hand over the chest to make sure it doesn't rise. We're just going to breathe in and just go, whoa! Just like that. So keep it joyful. That allows our throat to stay open and free. If we do a whoa that's a bit more tense, we'll end up with this. Whoa! And that doesn't sound great. So keep yourself joyful. Let's get our hand over our tummy, over our chest. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! And when you make that sound, you might start to feel your tummy engaging. That's your core muscles turning on. And that's really great for singing. That core muscle turning on is going to help you support your vocal cords when they vibrate. All right, it's time to sing a melody. Here is our melody. It's a lovely little 5-note pentatonic. And we're just going to sing whoa again. So if you are a higher singer, you might want to sing up here. And if you're a lower singer, you might want to sing down here. It's all good. Wherever you are is all good. I'll be singing up the top. And let's give ourselves a moment to get our singer's breath. Here we go. Whoa! All right, let's go again. Feel free to be down here or up here. Here we go. And singer's breath. Whoa! All right, so we're going to keep moving this up. As you ascend, you might get excited in your body and start singing with your shoulders and rising that upper chest. But if you're looking in the mirror or if you've got your phone, you can check that out and make sure this is staying nice and chill. Okay, let's take our melody upwards. Starting here. Whoa, up we go. Whoa, we'll go here. Whoa, whoa, and one more. You can have your hand over your tummy and check. Whoa. All right, so let's have one more go at that. But we're actually going to take 2 breaths this time. We're going to change it to a double whoa. And in order to do this warm-up, whoa, whoa, we're going to have to breathe quite quickly. There's not a lot of time in between those woes. So I get a lot of singers coming to me saying that they're struggling to take in air quickly. And the first thing I want you to realize is that you can already do it. Singing is just like speaking with pitch. So a lot of the wonderful things you do in your day-to-day can be used for your singing voice. Now I want you to think about a time when you've had a lovely conversation, you're excited to see someone, and you're about to say a really long sentence. I don't know, it's so great to see you, I haven't seen you in so long, I've got so much to tell you. If you're feeling that, you don't go up to your friend and go, it's so great to see you. That's not what we do. We can naturally take very quick, low, grounded breaths. But for some reason, when we go to sing, we don't believe it's possible, or we let our brain slow us down. So I've heard someone liken inhalation to inspiration. And I love that phrase. I love the idea that your inhalation is your inspiration for what you're going to say. And if you can link the two together, if you can make your inhalation your inspiration for your melody, for what you are communicating, you'll find that you breathe quickly, deeply, and also you've got a much better chance of breathing the appropriate amount that you need for the phrase. So let's give this a shot. We've got our 2 breaths, and I want you to take that breath just before you go to sing. So you've got a little bit of time at the start, but try not to go and slow it down and take your time. Just try and think, I've got something to say, and it's whoa. So here we go. Let's have a try. So our lower singers will be here. Our higher singers will be with me up here. And we're going to take that quick, inspired breath 2 times. And again. Okay, let's give it a shot. Singer's breath. And whoa, whoa, up we go. Ready? Whoa, whoa, and whoa, whoa. Keep it linked to your expression. Whoa, whoa, and keep it joyful. Here we go. Whoa, whoa. All right, one more. Whoa, whoa. All right, and there we go. All right, so we've implemented our singer's breath into some lovely melodies, and now I want you to go forth and sing. Find a song that you love and go and listen to the original recording. Grab yourself some lyrics and print them off, and listen out for when the singer is breathing. Each time you hear a breath, mark it with an X. And then have a look. See where the short phrases are, where the long phrases are. Does the singer breathe in somewhere interesting that you haven't or wouldn't? And then I want you to try and breathe just like the original recording. Now that you've marked out your breathing, you won't get surprised by a long phrase or breathe too many times in a phrase. You can really try and implement your singer's breath. Before you get into singing the whole song, I want you to then take a moment, pick some phrases, find a short phrase, and try and breathe the appropriate amount. Then try and find a long phrase, and try and give that a go as well. And then, happy singing. Go forth and enjoy that song with that prepared lyric sheet. All right, so that's breathing in a nutshell. Thank you so much for joining me. And just remember, you can return to this video time and time again. Learning these techniques does take time. It's okay if you don't nail it straight away, but with regular practice, you'll find that your singer's breath becomes second nature. And then you can just focus on the wonderful experience of feeling the music and enjoying yourself. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, my name's Alicia, and if you are interested in more lessons I teach online and face-to-face and give vocal workshops. So feel free to get in contact with me at nextlevelvocals.com.